All right, so the next area that we want to talk about and discuss is your administration allocation area. You see that on the document?
I see that, yeah.
Okay. So under the administration part, this is really the area that differentiates Insperity from all of the other players that are out in the marketplace. Okay. So if you look at the total HR services line item there, you see a number $77.50.
Yep.
Okay. That is your estimated monthly admin fee on a per person per month basis. Okay.
All right.
Everyone generally will show you an admin number. Okay. All the other players out there will show an admin number, whether it's $100, $150,
sure,
$75, whatever. Everyone can show you that number.
Okay.
So what we do differently is we show you where we're spending your $77.50 a month.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. So this is very unique to our industry. So again, we start off with an admin number of $77.50. And if you go to the right of that, you'll see that that's about 11% or 11 cents on the dollar of everything you pay is being tied back to cover the cost of the administration portion of our comprehensive service fee.
Okay.
Okay. And if you go a little bit to the right of that, you'll see a number of $2.55. Okay, so $2.55 is actually the per diem or the per day charge that we have estimated on your account.
Oh, okay.
So we charge on a per day basis, and this is also unique in our industry. And the reason that we do that is so that if you hire an employee in the middle of a pay period, if you terminate an employee in the middle of a pay period, you will only be charged the exact number of days that that person was active.
Okay.
Okay. So you're not going to be overcharged if you fire someone in the middle of a pay cycle. Okay. You're not going to be overcharged if you hire someone with just 1 day in the pay cycle.
Right.
Okay. So that per diem amount allows us to precisely charge the correct amount of administration fees every single payroll that you process.
Okay. That's great.
Now that per diem concept also applies to the way we charge your medical allocations. Okay. Same concept comes into play there. If you hire someone with insurance and they only have insurance for 1 day, you should only have to pay for 1 day's worth of insurance. And that's what the per diem calculation will do for you.
Okay, I gotcha.
Okay. Most of our other competitors will charge you either for the full pay period. Sometimes they will even charge you for the full month. Regardless of what happens in that month, you're still going to be on the hook for those fees.
I gotcha. So in other words, if I'm looking at this on a by employee basis, I may not see $77 for each employee if they only worked part of the month.
That's correct.
Okay, it'll be on the exact number of days they worked for us.
That's correct. And you could see some variation to that $77.50 depending on if you have part-time employees as well.
Okay, that's
There is a different fee, a lower fee associated with a part-time employee versus a full-time employee.
Okay.
Again, the concept is a full-time employee is there enjoying the benefits of what Insperity offers 5 days a week, whereas a part-time employee may only be there 1, 2, 3 times a week.
Okay.
So we do have a lower allocation for a part-time employee.
Okay, great. That makes sense, yeah.
So we start off with an admin fee, a monthly admin fee of $77.50, and now I'm going to show you where we're spending those dollars.
Okay.
Okay. So the first area we're going to talk about is payroll administration. So we use $13.38 a month of the $77.50 to cover our estimated cost to provide payroll administration services to you and your worksite employees. This would be payroll, accounting, finance, things such as that.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And that works out to be about 44 cents a day. Okay.
All right.
The next one is workers' compensation administration and safety. So $3.35 a month or 11 cents a day. As you can see, it's certainly the smallest number on the page. And the reason for that, it is one of our smallest departments within our organization. So our cost to provide those services and benefits to you and our other mid-market customers is very small.
Well, you know, you have on here safety. I wasn't aware Insperity provided us safety-related services. What are we paying for there?
So yeah, absolutely. Every mid-market account is assigned a safety consultant.
Okay.
That safety consultant will work closely with our customers to ensure that they're doing things the right way.
Okay.
If they need to help put together some training guides, if they need to help with even some OSHA type of training and OSHA guidelines, they're there and they're assigned to your account to help you in those areas.
I would love to meet with that individual. Would you mind setting that meeting up for me?
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
future?
Sure
Okay,
will.
Great, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, because again, when it comes to workers' compensation and safety, Insperity has skin in the game there.
Right, yeah,
And that skin is in the game has to do with the fact that we pay the claims.
right.
So we don't want you out and our other clients out there creating a lot of liabilities that we have to pay for
Right.
in terms of having a lot of high claims.
Yeah, so therefore you are interested in the safety of our employees.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, cool.
So the next area that we're going to talk about in the administration fee area is benefits administration. So $8.52 is the monthly cost there, or 28 cents a day. So benefits administration would include the estimated cost of providing benefit services, benefits consulting. Also, it would include a cost associated with those folks that work in our call center. We do have a call center that's available from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time. So if any of your employees has a question about what's paid, why is a claim covered a certain way, or why is this claim paid a certain way, instead of picking up the phone to call you or somebody in your organization, that you'll have to pick up the phone
Sure.
and call somebody else.
Right.
They are certainly have the liberty. They're at liberty to contact our call center and get those questions answered there.
That's awesome.
Yep, it's a great service.
Yep.
So the next area of the administration portion is HR compliance. So HR compliance is $20.38 a month, or 67 cents a day.
Okay.
HR compliance would cover the cost associated with those individuals that work in our legal department, in our EEO group, and also in our Section 125 non-discrimination
So
testing.
these are the people that keep us out of trouble.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Keep you out of trouble, they
Yeah.
keep us out of trouble.
Okay.
The thing with being an employer of record is that, especially when you have employees in all 50 states, is that you have rules and regulations that change on a very frequent basis.
Mm-hmm.
What applies in one state doesn't always necessarily mean it's going to apply in another state.
Okay.
So we have these people that work in this department that knows what changes took place, and we know how to make sure that we put those changes in place for all of our worksite employees across the country.
Yeah. See, to me, and I know I'm new to this organization, but this to me is one of the main reasons why I really value the relationship with Insperity.
That's correct. This really is certainly one of the higher value items that we do provide our customers, because no one wants to have issues with the state government or the federal government from different types of employment-related laws that are out there
Right.
that change on a frequent basis. Nobody really wants that type of liability. And again, this provides our clients with that peace of mind,
Okay.
knowing that they're in good shape.
Great. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
So the next area of the administration amount of the $77.50 is $15.72 of that is being allocated to cover the HR technology piece of our relationship.
Okay.
So this would include, and this is about 52 cents a day, by
Okay.
the way.
All right.
So this would cover the cost associated with our HRM program, which is Premier.
Uh-huh.
So that this is where your payroll is processed. This is where employees can go take online training. This is where they can go check their paycheck information. This is where they can go and handle their 401k services. All of that is really housed into that Premier site, and this is managed in our HR technology area.
Okay. So basically what you're saying then is I'm paying about 50 cents a day per employee for all of that technology that they have access to see their payroll, to manage their 401k, right, manage PTO. I'm paying about 50 cents a day per employee for that technology.
That's correct.
Okay. Wow, that's great. All right.
So the next area of the administration portion that we're going to talk about is HR services. So of the $77.50 in total that we charge you, $9.73 a month of that is being allocated to cover the costs associated with the HR services that we provide your company.
Okay.
This would include myself and also the service team that supports me in servicing your account.
Okay, great. Well, I was wondering where you guys were going to charge me for you.
That's right. Absolutely. Probably should be higher, but
Yeah.
we can debate that. So that's about 32 cents a day is the daily allocation to cover the HR services portion of our comprehensive service fee.
Okay, that's good.
Okay,
All right. So all these are all allocations. You keep saying these are allocations, correct?
that's correct.
So how often do these things change? I mean, is this something where I can expect each year I look at these, they'll be different?
There's a, we go through the review process at least every other year. Sometimes potentially if there's significant changes, material changes in these numbers, we would like to make those on an annual basis.
Okay.
But generally we would go through that exercise about every other year.
Okay. Great. Mm-hmm.
So the final area of the service, at the administration service fee area, is the Insperity markup. So if we start with charging you an admin fee of $77.50, and we cover our internal costs associated with providing payroll administration all the way down to the HR services portion, what is left over of the $77.50 is our estimated markup on your account, which happens to be about $6.33 a month per person.
So basically, this is where you're saying this is your profit, right? This is how much you're making on each employee per month?
This is an estimate just based on the average cost of providing services. You may use HR services differently than another customer uses HR services. You may use payroll administration differently than another customer uses payroll administration. So all of these are just estimates based on the segment that you're in, which is mid-market.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yep. I see. So, if we have high utilization of a particular amount, type of service, our allocations are set for a given period of time, even though we may be using more.
That's right.
And so that's why this is only an estimate.
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. And then that bottom line there really just is a total of the categories. So in essence, your total burden of payroll is about a little bit over 22%.
Okay.
And the total amount that you pay in Insperity is just under $697 a month. And again, the total admin fee that we have built in works out to be about $2.55 a day.
Okay, so you said $697 per month per employee, but of that, really, I'm looking at 620 those are direct costs. I'm paying those no matter what.
That's right. Yeah, almost 90% or 90 cents on the dollar of everything that you pay, which is a very, very large percentage of your total overhead, is being paid directly back to those costs that you would have most likely on your own anyway.
Yeah, that's a really interesting data point when you look at overall just kind of the the analytics behind how we spend our money with you guys.
Right.
Okay, that's great. Thanks.
Okay. So has this been beneficial?
It is. I got to tell you, this is really clear. I really appreciate the transparency here. The question I have is, obviously, you were very articulate the way you explained it. Do you guys have anything I could use throughout the year? Let's say if I can't remember exactly how this works, do you have any reference materials or anything I can use to be able to refer back to make sure I understand this?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is actually a guide for the financial stewardship report.
Okay, all right.
So in that, you'll see very familiar categories that we just talked about.
Okay.
So again, this is a document that you can share with other folks within your organization that may have access to this report.
Okay.
But again, this guide allows you to see a pretty decent overview of every single category that we just talked about.
Great.
Okay.
I'm sure our team will really appreciate this. I think a lot of times they have questions, and I certainly may not remember the answer, so I will absolutely share it with them.
Okay, awesome.
Great. Thanks, Shannon. I appreciate you coming out, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Okay,
Great.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.